A very good morning, IB, to my lecturer, Dr. Asma. So today I will be presenting how to set up a virtual client server network environment using VM VirtualBox Manager. And the operating system we are interacting today is Debian 11. So first of all, we will need to have the server and client Debian separately. So for the server, we will have the network setting configured to NAT for the adapter 1, and then for the adapter 2 we will have the internet network and the name as default. We will not modify that, so press OK. And then next we are going to modify the client Debian, whereby we will change the network setting to internet network, and then the same name will be chosen as the server adapter 2 name. So we will be starting up the Debian 11, both of them. So the Debian 11 is booting up. This may take a while. After the login, the blank pages, we will have to log in. We will have to enter the password. The default password is ABC123, and then we can straightly go to the main page where we can click on the activities, and then just type in terminal to access the prompt to type whatever codes that we want to run on the terminal. So the code involved here is sudo nano etc/network/interfaces. So this will open the GPU nano, but first we have to key in the password. So there you are, GNU nano 5.4. So here we will type in the MPOS3 and MPOS8 configuration, which is for MPOS3. We will set the network, the IP address to DHCP, while the MPOS8 we will set to static, which is we will set the IP address to 192.168.1 and .254. So the network address will be 192.168.1.0, and then the net mask is 255.255.255.0. Sorry for my typo error. And then we can straightly Control O, and then we can to write out the commands, and then enter, and then you can Control X to exit the GNU nano, and then now you can straightly refresh the network configuration that we have done by using the command sudo iplink, or we can just reboot the VM, but in this case I choose to use this command to refresh the setting. So sudo iplink set dev MPOS3 down, and then the same goes to the MPOS8, and then we use the command sudo iplink set dev MPOS3 up, and the same goes to MPOS8. So lastly, we will have the command sudo systemctl restart networking. So this command will restart the networking configuration that we have modified and we have done earlier, so that we can make sure the network is going smoothly. But we are going to test the IP address, because just now we have set the IP address to 2.254, right? So you can see the address is correct, 192.168.1.254, subnet 24. So that's what we are intended to do. and then next I will test on Mozilla Firefox to make sure that the connection is smooth and there's no interruption to surf the internet, so there's no problem with the network that we have modified and configured. So yeah, we can surf through the while the YouTube hassle free. Then now we can move on to the next step, which is we want to set up the client. Just now we done with the server. Now we are going to the client virtual box, where in this virtual box we will have the same steps and procedure but with different configuration. So let's log into the client virtual box. Now, as usual, we will go to terminal. We will type in this also the same command, which is sudo nano /etc/network/interfaces. Key in the password, and then when we are in the GNU Nano, we can easily configure the impostry command, which is auto impostry iface impostry inet dhcp. This time we are only using the impostry because the configuration is to set the impostry as dhcp only without any static addresses. So straightly go to the terminal, where the IP link, where the command to test the setting that we have modified just now, same as the server virtual box, which is sudo IP link set def impostry down and impostry up. This time we won't have the impost 8 because we don't configure impost 8 in this client virtual box. And then the same command to refresh or to restart the configuration of the network, which is sudo system control restart networking. And then the last step, the very last step is we have to wait for the network to restart, so this may take a while. So now the prompt has we can prompt another command. That means that the restart is done, so I will clear out the command. So now we want to test out the ping. So this is the very last step. We will test the ping 192.168.1.254. So it will send the ping to 192, and then 192.168.1.254 will ping us back with bytes of packets of data. And as you can see, there is very numerous of data that is being transferred from 192.186.1.254 to us, to the client virtual box. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching.